Hello. We're back, and guess what? We're not doing a what went down because there's no out on main channel this last weekend. So lucky you get to watch four mates have a chat. And I say mates, we're not actually mates, we're brothers.
Right, here's point number one on the podcast.
Great.
What?
Did someone move my starbursts?
No? What's
Because
that?
I'll tell you a story, right? So, and I looked at you, but I'm not accusing you, Dan. I had a half pack of starbursts, and they were
Where?
either on this desk, and I mean the big bag. They were either on this desk or on that sofa, and then
They weren't there when I came
I
in.
can confirm they haven't
Well,
been
you-
on this desk since
yesterday.
I've been
No,
I know that this was last night. So I had half the pack of starbursts, popped up, folded them over, popped them down on the desk.
Yeah.
Bridie popped over, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
I didn't
Get-
see him.
to get the merch. No, I'm sure he didn't. But
I mean, I did
The
walk in to watch the
point is where
Apple
I-
conference with you, and
Yeah, we
they
watched
were
that.
all eating all over the sofa. You had to move them.
yeah,
for me to sit
I
down.
put
I sure you,
I put like half of them into the empty appetizer bottle, but there was some.
I know we
left.
always say this,
Did I eat
but
them
are you
already?
sure you weren't already eating them?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Why don't you check
I'll
the
tell you
bin
what, it's
while
right there.
Jake tells us what he's been up to all the way from his wedding?
You're gonna count them all.
No, look, you can tell before Jake starts. Sorry, Jake, you can tell because in this appetizer bottle here where I put the rubbish,
Yeah.
there's not the parent bag.
But what's that parent bag down there?
Oh, that is interesting actually.
I've just seen the parent bag on the floor next to the bin bag.
So why is it there when it's got Starburst still in it?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I didn't put it there.
Someone's put it there. And
Is
it's
it
full
you?
of fucking Starbursts.
There's like
not,
seven.
It's not full of Starburst.
No.
That's too many Starbursts to throw in the bin.
Did you ever eat the opal fruits?
No, they're still in my bedside drawer.
Interesting.
Wow, I bet they're going to taste lovely.
They're never getting eaten, mate, and they will get thrown in the bin when we move out. All right, well, now we've solved the Starburst issue.
Thank
put it
God.
down-
Thank
We'll
God.
put it down to Bridie because he's not here.
Well, that story is very similar to the Space Raider story when you think about it, innit?
Yeah, it is. It is a little bit similar to that.
You
Stop
know,
looking
like
at the
when
screen.
something goes missing,
Shit.
who's evidently like dealt with it? Bridie, because he ate the Space Raiders, so he probably has something to do with your
To be
Starburst.
fair, all the bags were there, so if you put it at the side of the bags,
I
roll,
think it
he
got
might have-
moved when he
might have
moved the
it.
merch. I honestly do.
Maybe he's just put
And,
it down there.
and guess what? I went out and I've bought another pack of Starbursts.
Well, lucky you, you get more now.
I didn't
It's like
need
you
to
get
buy.
free Starbursts.
They've been at bin though, haven't they?
Near it, not in it.
Yeah, but they're also in a package in wrappers.
I know, mate, but still.
Do you mean
What's
in
the
wrappers
title
in
of
a
this
package?
video so far? Jesus.
Top 5 Starburst flavours.
Okay.
There's only 4 flavours in the bag. So you
Oh.
get to choose one twice.
No, well, Starburst are like way too chewy for me right now.
You sure there's not 5?
There's 4, isn't there?
Strawberry,
Yeah, it's 4.
blackberry or blueberry, whatever they are. Orange, lime, lemon.
No,
No, there's no lemon.
there's
Well,
4.
there's a fucking lemon on the packet.
There's 4 flavours of Starburst. It's got the 4 of them
Yeah.
there. Orange, strawberry,
Red.
lemon and lime.
Oh, there you go,
Blackberry.
lemon and lime. So there's technically 5 flavours.
I guess, yeah.
Just
Let's have a look at the ingredients. Apple, orange, blackcurrant, strawberry, lime, lemon, yeah.
But it's sometimes nice, in it, to like, you know, to get a red one and then to get a green one, and then you put them both in your mouth together. It's like
Oh,
a little
no.
cocktail in your mouth.
Oh no, I won't be doing that. I like to taste the
Oh,
flavours
you
individually.
Valley, you are so right there, you know.
Are you, Valley, are you one of those people when you get a Sunday roast, you put a little bit of everything on your fork for a bite?
Oh, that's awful.
So yes and no. Weirdly enough, I consciously think about doing that a lot because I always remember seeing my grandma doing it, and I was like, God, I do wonder what a bit of mashed potato with broccoli tastes like. But I'm not. I kind of.
You can literally just buy that in the
things
supermarket, I swear.
I mean,
Like,
mixing 2, that maybe 3 at a push, that's acceptable in my opinion. But everything, nah. I like to taste each individual bit.
Yeah, I
away from
agree.
Anyway, enough about food and Starburst and all that rubbish.
Hey, what's happened to your head?
what?
Razzie's had a catastrophic accident.
Oh, this whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, this whole thing.
The listeners might be able to hear that Razzie's face is fucked to fuck.
Yeah.
And his
that's-
knees. And his
Yeah.
knuckle as well.
Oh, yeah,
Look at
yeah.
that
Yeah.
eye.
Jeez,
I had a
bad
just,
dude.
just call me Humpty Dumpty because I had a great fall.
I thought I was going with the Humpty then.
Just call me Humpty Dumpty because fuck, he's got a big nose.
God, no one will understand what that means.
Someone will do it. No, it.
Someone will do
Yeah,
it.
the Humpty Dance was a very big song.
Yeah, it was, mate, but our audience aren't going to know what it is, aside from maybe
I
the
don't
10
think-
people over 35.
Right, everyone.
Brilliant. So 10 people.
Everyone who cares, let us know if you know that song, and if it's over 10, you have to buy all of us a pack of Starburst.
Okay.
Sound good?
Even know it,
And if we
we're already
don't get
not
that
doing
many,
too well.
we all have to buy you a pack of Starburst.
Okay, that works.
I've just signed you boys up for that. Sounds good.
Should we talk about Lollapalooza then? We may as well, eh?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Just
Go on then.
briefly. Like, oh, we're just going to put this out as a Lolla podcast later on that line.
Oh, no, because we need something for this week, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
I forgot about that.
Shall we just talk about Raz's face?
Yeah, but that's for the Lolla podcast, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why don't we?
What about your A&E adventures? How would that?
So here's right. Okay, let's tease them a bit. This. So something happened at Lollapalooza, and you're gonna have to stay tuned to find out what
Great.
went down,
I
Very
like that.
good, yeah.
which resulted in me being severely injured. Anyway, so didn't want to go to the hospital while we're over there because I wasn't that bad, and a bit of temporary fixing up sorted me out, and we had to get the flight at like 10 a.m. the next day. So just get home.
Was it self-fixing up, or was it done by like a
Yeah,
nurse or something?
self fixing up, a bit of ice
Some toilet roll stuck to it.
Literally, yeah.
Jesus.
We had to pay for that ice.
But yeah,
Yeah, it sounded like that.
Well, it was our idea to get some ice in a cup from the reception of the hotel, and it was 20p a cup for the fucking ice.
20p a cup.
But
It's weird that it took pence.
when I went down and got
Yeah,
more,
that is weird.
it wasn't. I didn't have to pay for it.
Maybe they fancied you.
Yeah. Maybe they felt
Good
sorry
point.
for you.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so
probably both. Carry on.
So back in this country now, because this doesn't count as Lollapalooza. What went down, right? So now we're back in this country. I get on Monday, so I told Rach. The only thing I said was that night when it happened. Some things happened. I'm fine. Anyway, she gets in the van when I go pick her up from work, and she's just.
That's the worst way to say it to anyone.
What?
Like, something's happened.
Yeah, I
I'm fine.
agree.
No, I didn't say something's
that's so
happened, but if I
ambiguous.
said what's happened, then that's ruin it for the viewers, isn't it?
Oh, sorry.
So
okay.
I said,
okay,
I said what's happened. I'm fine. And she like because she got in the passenger side and she could just see this, and she was like,
It's
"Oh
like
yeah,
on Batman.
yeah, it's fine." And anyway, turned around, she saw a load of blood in my eye, and like obviously like all this sort of stuff. So she's like, "You need to go to hospital." I'm like, "I'm fine, don't worry about it." And like there was a bit of blood in my eye, so took care of myself. Monday evening.
What do you mean? Was a bit of blood in your eye?
Still is.
Yeah, but there was less. There was
Oh,
much less. Anyway, I woke up yesterday morning, lots of blood in my eye. I thought, right, but if it's broken bones, if it's like,
Your eye does have lots of bones inside it.
no, my God, cut me off and gaslight me, why don't you?
Razzie said there's bones in his eye.
If it's broken bones around my face, I can deal with that. If it's like scars and stuff like that, no problem, they'll heal. But if it's my eye, then I
Scars
should.
don't, though, do they?
Some do. In your mouth, they do.
Yeah, they do. I've had loads of scars.
It's
that
not a
just heal
scar
better.
then.
Yeah.
A scar is permanent, surely.
Yeah.
define
That's a
permanent.
scar. Look, it's not gone.
I've got a scar here from the Leeds Fest
A
20.
tattoo is permanent, but eventually it'll fade away.
Not necessarily, though.
I guess.
Right, anyway, tell us about
if
your...
it's not kept up, like it'll just fade away.
Continue its story about your upgrade from pink eye to red eye.
Anyway, woke up Tuesday morning. I was like, okay, I need to sort this out. Went over to, I called 111 and they were like, yeah, you should absolutely go to A&E. Went over to St James's.
Not A&E then.
No, they got an A&E over there.
Do they?
Yeah, of course they do.
I thought it was just at LGI.
No, that's,
I thought
It's-
thought Jimmy's was for like
this-
big boy shit, like
I thought it was
cancer and
like,
stuff.
yeah, long-term, older patients.
there seems to be two different types of A&E. And what the difference is, I don't know.
Yeah,
Between
one's
the
accident, one's emergency.
two. That's not what I said,
It'd be
though.
A or E then, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Anyway, went over to St James's. They had a look at my eye and like did an X-ray. Literally after like 3 or 4 hours, they said, "Oh yeah, your eye's fine." So like, look, I've got what I wanted. I want to go now, and they kept me because they were like, "We're really worried about like your facial
You know,
bones."
like fracturing your skull.
Yeah, and they're like, "Could need surgery, so we want to keep you here and like check all that out." Anyway, so load more scans. Then said, "Oh, we want to take you over to LGI." Which was a bit of a pain. But you know what? Warmest handover I've ever had. So she like said, "Oh, you need to go over to LGI." So I got a taxi over because I'd had my eyes dilated, which I sent you a photo of. So I literally couldn't drive. I couldn't see shit.
What's your excuse every other time?
It was so annoying because like I'm sat there in waiting room, my eyes dilated to fuck. I'm just bored as fuck, and I pull out my phone and I'm like,
I can't see it.
I can't see it. I'm like,
Listen
literally-
to some music.
Yeah.
What does dilating your eyes actually do?
Makes them bigger, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What, your
Blows them
pupils?
out. Yeah, yeah.
Makes them bigger.
Why?
and-
Why did they have to? I don't understand why
Yes, so
they
they
have
can
to do that.
see inside, like to the back of the,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
back of the iris or whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There's some words.
Anyway, warmest handover I've ever had. She said, "Go over to LGI to this side bit. Don't actually go in the A&E." And she called me whilst I was in the taxi on the way over there and said, "Like, look out for this. You'll see it." And then I walked in, and then they were like, "Oh, Ryan."
Yeah,
And-
you'll see it. No, you won't. Jake says. That's Jake's joke. He just wasn't very clear.
And it
Always
was
give credit to Jake there.
and it was mental, like how warm that handover was from like the NHS. It was like it's literally chaos in there, and like but she's found the time to like call me and make sure that like I got over there. I was like dead pleased. Got in there. Tea, coffee? Absolutely not.
Maybe it's because yours could have been serious.
Yeah.
And they're usually, you know, people who are moaning about LGI is people who like fuck up. I mean, then again, you've really fucked about, to be fair. But it's, you know, like
me where I cut my hand making an ashtray.
I wasn't trying to diss you there, Dan, but like that is an example of like
where I'm not a priority.
It's not super. You're not gonna have a bigger issue there than a cut on your hand.
At all.
Whereas when it's on your head, you know, there might be some.
I mean, there was. Oh, that's on loud.
What was that?
Can you turn your phone off, please?
Sorry, I didn't realize.
Jesus.
Look, I had a shower while I was working. I had to
Anyway,
put it on
I was stuck in LGI from like 5 till 2 in the morning, waiting for like a CT scan and like for my results.
I guess
anyway,
it's not that good then.
do I know the end result?
Yeah, go on.
That's all bruising.
Yeah.
But I have several fractures around my face.
Right.
Wow.
One in my eye socket.
Wow. Right next to eyeballs.
Several in my cheek.
Fucking hell.
And one going down into my teeth.
Jesus.
And if you want to know how that happened, you'll have to tune into the Lollapalooza Berlin podcast.
So, are you feeling all right?
I feel fine.
Do you have to have surgery?
No pain. So I need to go back in like 2 weeks to check, see if like everything's healing.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's a good fucking job we're not relying on you for these next 2 weeks videos, mate.
I'll still be going.
I mean, I'd like to think you would.
Yeah.
I think
But-
it would.
But I'm literally not in.
What's wrong with you, man? Because you're acting more cool about this than when you've got a cough. Man has a cough and he's like, "Oh, I'm fucked," and you've got literal excuse to be like off work for 2 weeks probably, and sat with your fucking legs up in their hair for some reason, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm fine." What's wrong with you?
I literally am.
I know, but like you're fine when you've got a little cough. This is
It's not a cough.
Take
It wasn't a
advantage of this scenario. Call in sick for 2 weeks from work and let's go to fucking Las Vegas. We've just got an email from someone saying, "Do you want
Yeah.
4 free when we were young tickets?"
Oh, and I didn't get to go last year.
And
I
the
wanted to go
answer
this
is,
year, I
yeah,
couldn't
we
leave.
do. Vals, find them flights for less than 1,400 for 2 of us.
Yeah, we can do that. We just have to have 3 layovers.
Wow.
I've got time,
That'd be awful.
and you can have time too. And if you
Anyway.
want your face breaking as well, so you can have some
Any-
time. Well, Raz, I'm glad you're well.
Yeah, I'm fine.
God, you're dumb as fuck, but
Yeah,
we love you.
If you want to know how dumb I am, again, Berlin podcast, Lollapalooza, great event.
It was a great weekend.
You'll find out why. There's many stories in there. Many.
Yeah, there is.
Many
Truly.
strange stories. We saw some stuff.
You know, going off the vibe of this, maybe we should have done all the what went downs in advance of the main video, so we can like hype up the main video a bit to the 10,000 people who watch it.
I
not
think
a bad
that
idea,
generally
you know.
was the idea, wasn't it, initially?
I always
I
thought it
can't- I
was just
can't
to
remember.
like give the
'Cause we-
background of what went on
No,
behind,
I-
around the
Oh,
video.
you mean to release it?
Yeah, release it
Oh,
before
yes.
the video.
Yeah.
That was an idea.
I think that's would have been quite a good idea.
No, because then like literally 2 days, 2 days later, the video drops.
I think it
People-
makes
people-
no
people-
difference either way.
True.
No, well, it's not going to generate much hype.
Because people aren't gonna like not watch the podcast and wait for the video, but then
Yeah,
people aren't gonna do the opposite of that either. People are just gonna watch both of them.
True.
True.
Yeah, anyone who's watching podcast definitely watches the videos.
Anyway, thank the
Does
Lord.
anyone watching or listening to this not watch the TPD TV videos? I would love to know.
Yeah, just
That'd be
Because
mad.
there will be one.
Do you
Yeah.
reckon?
Yeah, like when we were talking about like Truck Festival and the Jackery, and people
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, it's expensive," and it's like there'll definitely be like 10 people buying one.
Yeah.
And we're like, "Well, do you reckon?" It's the same percent. If one of these gets like 10,000 views, there's got to be one person, what is that? 0.01%
Yeah, there's got to be like one person who
who
like
doesn't watch the video.
Yeah.
maybe they listen to these like while they're working from home, but doesn't want like a massive distraction with like a video. So they'll listen to this on YouTube or Spotify or whatever, but won't actually watch us.
Yeah, and I guess if we're hitting like iTunes and Spotify charts, say for music or something like that, then people will just be scrolling music podcasts to find us and have a quick listen.
We do consistently chart as well on the charts, which is why I don't understand why we don't make any fucking money. We've been tinkering with it.
Maybe because we're not
That's
located
not
in
the
US.
only reason we do it, but like, how is there not? Obviously, you've got conventional sponsors, which obviously we know all about, but like
Of course.
as a platform, I'm amazed that Spotify the publishing platform for the podcast doesn't have like an
Because
AdSense built in.
there's no money in audio. There's no
But
money.
there is, because when you start your account, when we first started these like years ago, I think we're on about 75 episodes now in total. When we first started them, you get like a little trial run of like 5 adverts, and that made us $50, which isn't a lot, but
Oh,
Is that
okay.
the anchor?
yeah, it was on Anchor, which is now called Spotify for podcasters. But I'm just amazed there's not like an automatic ad serve. You go on YouTube, it shows you a fucking ad, and then you watch
Yeah,
a video.
yeah.
I'm really surprised that this platform doesn't do that.
Maybe it's more.
Yeah,
Like it's just to give more to the listener rather than
Maybe
bombard
it's-
them.
maybe it's-
Fuck
with
the
ads.
listener. All right. I want to buy a new chair.
A new chair.
What's wrong with your thingy chair?
Trees thrown.
I love that chair, but as my body's starting to ache, and I'm like looking for every
Right, here we
excuse
go.
other than my entire lifestyle, I'm thinking it's got to be the chair.
Yeah.
It can't be laying on the airbed. It can't be sleeping on my arms.
It might
Can't
be a posture over
can't be
30
drinking every
years.
day. Maybe.
Like you've got terrible posture.
Could
You
be
sit
sat like a shrimp cranked over guitar sat on floor.
You got a spine like a what's at you.
Could be out. There's a what's it down there in the corner of the living room, actually, if you have a look. See it?
Why is it there?
Flaming up.
Just all right. Fair.
That's for New Year's Eve.
It's a flaming hot one.
It's behind the drum kit, so no one ever goes there, so it don't matter.
What are we talking about?
My face.
Yeah, Raz's broken face. Then podcasts.
I've had a good day today. Well, not a good day, but I've got 2 videos done today, fully completed.
Very nice.
Tram lines, not tram lines. Wait, what did I send you? No, I got 1 done.
Wow.
But I did one yesterday as well. I did Electric Picnic, and now Puckle Pop is done, and they're both good.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm looking forward to it.
You'll enjoy them, guys, when they're out. Hopefully, that can be soon.
Hopefully. So did everyone get?
You can stop asking in comments and stuff. It's like, are you gonna do a truck? Are you gonna do a tram lines video? Are you gonna do this video? It's like, yeah, we are. Just hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us some time. Let us chill for a bit. Festival season's pretty much over now.
The thing is, it's not even chill because the only thing left to do with them is uploading them, which is the easiest bit of the whole process. We're still creating every single week. We're off to Germany tomorrow, Jake, aren't we?
We certainly are. Guten Tag and morning.
That's what they say, I think, over there.
No.
Guten Tag
Ein
Morgen.
Bier bitte.
Ein Bier bitte.
No.
That's
Do no.
one beer, please.
But Guten Tag. What did you say, Jake?
Oh, he's an idiot, mate. Don't listen to
Want
him.
that hello morning?
Yeah, it's like good morning.
It was hello
Yeah,
and
hello.
N morning that he said. And the N
N
has
morning.
no significance. It was just
What?
something he added in there for a little extra syllable
Look,
count.
I struggle with English. Never mind another fucking language.
Well, maybe you should start using Babbel.
He should have stopped talking when he said I struggle.
Don't mention Babel. Fucking hell. Can we
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about that?
Best not.
No?
No, best
They
not.
won't watch this.
No.
Do you know what?
It's not even.
let's-
It's not even Babel. So,
Do you know what? It's not even Babel. You're right. It's
no.
there.
big up
Yeah.
Babel.
Babel's great.
Yeah. Let's stop
I don't,
babbling on
I don't
about
know
it.
what's going on here.
Don't worry, Jake.
You know that video we put out 8 months ago about the chicken shop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just connect the dots yourself there, but the bank's looking a bit empty.
That is mad.
Oh.
Yep.
Fuckers.
So on top of that, and the podcast not paying, think, and I've got 1 cup of noodles left.
You've got plenty of Y foods.
And the
I
festival
know,
season's
yeah.
over. Shit. What do now, eh?
I know.
The
God.
financial crisis is really hitting
It's
out.
back with a bang.
I'll be all right soon.
My mortgage is going up next month, nearly doubling.
Why is it doing that? Like, I don't understand why.
It's this made up thing called interest rates, and they've just decided it goes up now, which means that my mortgage almost doubles because the percentage almost doubles.
I guess that's why people want a fixed rate mortgage.
The good thing about that though is
What?
it doubles from 0 to a bit more. And
What? This is like, what do you mean? No.
he pays fuck all for his mortgage, mate. He's got a great deal.
Yeah. I did.
No, but think about this.
But now he
You're
pays the
paying
same as
double,
us for it.
yeah. But it's still going into. You just get to keep your house. Like it's not like your rent's gone up.
No. It's not like the my house. Like it's not like
So
I pay.
let's say your flat's worth 30 grand, right? Which is probably an overestimate.
Right. Yeah.
And if they double the mortgage, surely it just gets paid off twice as quick.
No,
because it's not doubling mortgage. It's just adding interest onto your mortgage.
no
that's already
way.
there.
Yeah.
So he's
That
paying.
is bollocks.
So they've just decided interest rate goes up. You need to pay us more now.
But isn't there a contract that's against that?
That's called a fixed term mortgage.
That's called a fixed rate.
Is that not what?
So you fix
Fixed
it.
rate.
So generally you fix it for 2 or 5 years.
God, that's mental.
Yeah. So you fix it for 2 or 5 years and then you remortgage.
Yeah.
But generally, like my mortgage place it's been pretty good, so I've just stuck with them.
That's your mistake.
No, but like so generally, like I'll take out a 2-year fix and then just review it because because like my value of my property goes up, and then I'm paying off more. So like when I renew it every 2 years, it goes down.
See what?
It's just not this year because I've like cost.
So will it go back down again? Do you think?
Fuck knows.
Probably not.
So it just doubles, but you're not paying any more off.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm still paying the same amount off, but I'm paying more in interest to the bank.
Yeah, you're paying the amount that you're paying now.
That's some
in
bullshit.
interest.
It is some bullshit.
That's like when the phone
This
contract
is-
goes up by like 3%,
Yeah, exactly.
but like way worse.
You're getting the same
Is
service.
this what everyone's moaning about?
Exactly. Yeah.
See, the renting's not so bad, is it?
Oh, it is because at the
Yeah.
end of it, we've still got note to show for it. At least he's got an house.
Yeah, and also your rent will go up because
Yeah.
of it because the person who owns this place, they've got to pay the mortgage, right?
Although to be fair, the person
Well,
who
it
owns this
hasn't.
place owns quite a few apartments on our floor, so I reckon they've got fucking loads of cash.
Yeah.
But that don't matter. They're still
They'll still-
the cost.
No, I mean
the cost of
paid
owning.
off, they probably paid off the mortgage.
I doubt that if they own multiple.
I mean that. This was built in 2004. So if they owned it from 2004, they will be all paid off because these rents are. We pay actually really
What with
good.
like what's that? 2004.
I don't know, mate. I mean,
20-year mortgage on these. That would have been fucking.
No, but you're getting the mortgage, but then we're paying double the mortgage every month.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like we'll pay.
But that's
more
not.
than the
But then
mortgage
it's.
cost.
But it's not like they're paying double the amount. They got like maintenance.
But
and
it's-
shit,
it's-
and all the other shit that
that's
comes with
just
being a
included.
landlord.
That's just included. It's
That's free for a
It's
landlord, isn't it?
included.
Yeah, yeah.
In city
And
centre,
the
mate, in
insurance and all
LS1.
that sort of stuff.
See,
Yeah.
So when I was younger, my mum used to change house quite a lot. Like every couple of years, we'd move. Still within like Beeston, but we'd move somewhere different. Like
Wow.
upgrade the house.
Ooh, exotic.
No, but I never understood why we did it as a kid. I just thought she got itchy feet and
Bored.
wanted to move.
Yeah.
But like it's because of that, because interest rates go up and she's having to pay more. But her house after those 4 years is now worth more. She'll buy a new house, sell that one off, and it costs the same as the bigger house now that she's got. In
Yeah.
a few years, get a bigger house. And
But surely the value of the bigger house has gone up as well.
Yeah,
so
but-
like
she's like she used to be a mortgage advisor, so she's really good at
Yeah.
incredible credit score as well. But
Mine's literally perfect. Where's my fucking break? I've got literally 999 on
I'll
experience.
tell you what though, in the grand scheme of things, who cares?
yeah,
We're
good
still
point.
going to be having a good time.
Me,
Still gonna
yeah,
die
I know,
when
I
they're
know.
60.
I'm happy.
Be-
You're happy.
you don't-
Aside from your broken head.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing that gets me. I'm now like a few £100 worse off just for no reason. And it's like
Sell your house.
I enjoyed that few £100 every month, but now they've just gone. Yeah, we're just going to take that.
Or just sell your house then and get a smaller one that costs less.
I don't think I could possibly get a smaller house and also.
You could. There's
You can
studios.
get a one bedroom.
You don't need both of those
You
bathrooms.
can get a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, kitchen, living room, same thing.
At what point does it just become one?
That's a studio.
Why don't you move in here with us?
Should we get a free place?
You can live here for free. I don't
What
care.
and have to sleep on other sofa with that snoring fucking twat.
Years ago, there were some lads who I
I'm
worked
assuming
with.
that's me, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Years ago, there were some lads who I worked with, and 6 of them all grouped together and bought a house together. It was called
Yeah.
the Manor.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've probably told you this story before. And I always looked at that and thought, that's so fucking sick.
I'm
'Cause,
surprised you didn't get in on that. The manor.
well, they'd bought it before I moved to that station.
Thank you, Jake.
Lovely. But I've always wanted to do that with us. Like, us all buy a house that fits all of us in. Like, we've all got our own big, spacious room, a nice, big, spacious living room.
Here's my problem with that immediately. I don't just want a room. I want my own place.
In concept, that's a great idea, but when in reality, I think it'd be horrible.
Yeah.
First of
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
it's a house, so you don't have a concierge.
Yeah.
You don't have what are the other benefits that like we have here that I was talking about on the other podcast?
You've got to fix it.
You're not in next to the train station.
Well, it depends where you go. You can get studios. What?
But a studio ain't
No.
going to fit everyone in it.
No, I didn't mean to say studio. I don't know why I said it.
Why
Like,
did you say that then?
Well, I've just said I don't know why.
A studio with us like 6 or 7.
No, but
Basically, we're living in a hostel.
well, all right. Then.
But we're
what if
boring.
Let's call it the manor.
What if we went down the lines of buying a floor on a flat like this? So we
Do you
buy.
have any idea how much that would cost? That
No.
would.
It's
Well,
yours.
one of these is about
so-
380.
Yeah, not this
one.
Not this one.
What Dan's on about there is like 7 of us buying a floor.
Buying a flat each.
Buying a flat each.
Yeah, it's
Like,
just
so-
buying
Yeah,
How's about-
but,
how's about-
but then
no,
we all
wait,
live
wait.
next door to each other. We can always come round.
I've got a
like, we're
better
all
idea
close.
than this. Right. We'll buy or rent this flat.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be able to buy it. Then
You rent your flat as you are now, and then when we want to see each other, we'll do something together. We'll plan. We'll go away
Yeah.
somewhere. We'll spend half our waking time with each other.
Yeah.
And then when we want to not
Leave.
see each other,
Yeah, I'm going to go home.
I can go back to my bedroom.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about Matty Brady
And I
jumping in on me or something.
and I can manage my own finances and how I want to invest my money. I can think about that, and I don't have to have.
I'll tell you what would be great. An office.
Yeah,
I'd like a
Yes.
garage.
If we all could make use of an office, as in if we could all do like 25 hours of work on the channel a week, we would get an office. And it would be sick
okay.
We'd need
because,
to leave his jobs, though.
because what we would do is I'd be in charge of it, I'm deciding, and there'd be like uniform policy and we'd run it like a proper boring office as a joke.
Can I wear?
Can we have dress down Fridays?
No, we can't, mate, because
what if a client comes in?
the fucking quality of the work we do on Fridays doesn't dress down, so the uniform shouldn't either.
Can I have steel toe cap boots, work trousers, and an embroidered polo t-shirt?
You can be like,
Yeah, you can be the one who has that.
You
the
can be
handyman.
maintenance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah.
I'll look after the building.
Janitor.
Yeah, you can be the janitor.
I'm not
I've
janitor.
just had a stonking shit in there.
No. Do you know
Still
what?
Steve.
He's not the janitor.
No,
There
I'm
needs
not.
to be someone there that makes nice cups of teas and coffees throughout the day, doesn't there?
I've heard that's you, Jake. Your mum
He's
told
literally
me.
got one in his hand now.
Yeah, no, your mum told me that you make a banging brew.
How about this
He does.
this conceptual office next to Starbucks?
You know what?
Ooh.
There's one down there. It's like an old industrial mill unit. It's got gorgeous big windows, like old single pane ones, and I'd love something like that where we can turn it into
£2
our
a
own
month.
workspace. I don't know the actual
But
cost.
the
of
thing is, like, for $2,000 a month, I mean, that's too much, but like,
it won't be
just-
$2,000
it's
though. Like
also-
we've
if-
looked at I've
if we
looked at
could,
industrial
if
units
we
around
could
here.
justify it, I'd love to do it. But like everything I do, which is like 40 plus hours in the season a week, is just done on my laptop.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
can sit there and do it.
Yeah, you don't need a space.
And
to do
yours
that.
is done on your laptop, and Jake's is done on his laptop. So it's just this nice to have. If we had like £1 million, it would be great
I love-
to get that with a proper like sign and
Hey.
just for no and like, do you want to come in the office and we'll bounce off each
But
other?
we could even set up like a proper podcast
Hey,
studio
I
rather
tell
than
you
it
what,
being living
But
room.
we've got one here.
No,
Why
we've
don't
got one
Set
here.
up
But
a
if we
merch
have,
studio, merch
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah,
Merch.
but we've done it. I just did.
No, but like one
merch.
people can come into.
But you can't do that in an office because you need a trader's license, and that one of those units isn't fit
We just
for
won't
retail.
say out.
Well,
Oh, do it in here then.
do it in
Do it downstairs in fucking concierge.
outside
Like,
the co-op.
yeah.
I would love to do that though, and then
Same.
we could have like areas to actually do.
But that's
shit
the kind of thing where it needs to be. When we did the first big red box logo drop, the self-fulfilled one.
Yeah.
And that did really well. And I was like thinking like office would be great. We
Yeah.
could get an office, but
You just don't
it's
need
just
one.
not necessary. I'll tell you what, it would be good. It'd be good. And
I'll
this
tell you
goes
what it
against,
would be good.
This goes
I tell
against
you what
this
it would
goes
be good.
against my entire ethos with office work. But when it's your own thing, together, our own thing, I think it's a bit different. But if we all went in every day for
you're right.
for like 5 hours,
Yeah.
I think we'd get some great shit done.
Oh god, yeah.
But if it was just over there
Yeah.
and it's like use it when you need to, it'd be pointless having.
Yeah.
yeah, we'd
100%.
need to dedicate time to it like an actual normal job. But I'd be more than happy to.
But what would you do?
Well, that's it. I don't know.
That's the thing. Like, what would your 8 hours
other
look
than
like?
you and Val's, like the tasks that we all have don't necessarily take up an entire day's worth of work.
I'll tell you what is good. So like I have a studio / office at work, and it's good like having that room to like separate you. I'm coming out of there now, and like that's like my commute home, and I'm like I'm done now.
See, my version
So I'm
of that.
I'm sat in the living room. I don't work in the living room. I don't work in my bedroom, so like I don't associate that with doing any of that.
That's I think that's important.
My version
That's
of
something
that.
I struggle with.
Yeah, I do struggle a little bit, but my version is if I'm working, I'm sat up on my bed. If I'm not working, I'm laid down in it.
You don't work a lot, do you?
I do. I do actually work quite a lot. It's just to no fucking end.
Damn, why are you
because
naked
fit market
naked
shit.
in bed?
How can you hear that?
Yeah, what are they gonna know?
How can you hear that? Ghostbusters is playing on the TV.
But if we did have something like an office where we all went in, then we don't necessarily have to go in.
Tell you what would be great.
Hang on, for tasks and stuff. Jesus.
Even
Like-
I'm like, don't interrupt.
You can go in and we can just create content like we used to do. Like, you know, where we just come up with an idea,
Like
sat
what?
together,
Yeah.
like the download
Here's a great idea.
video, like anything where it's just like a bit of spontaneous something to film.
Tell you what would be great.
No, but it don't do any numbers.
I tell you what would be
Because
great.
it don't
issue.
have to be necessarily for the main channel.
I'll
Like,
say it
we've got
again. It does if
TikTok,
we've-
we've got
if we're
everything
spent-
else. We've got
Yeah,
YouTube Shorts.
But TikTok
I guess we'll never know.
TikTok
You
is
can wait your turn, Ryan.
TikTok's Chucky's thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's fine. We can we can film for him.
No, because that's Chucky's job. Because we're doing enough.
But how is he supposed to film when he's not with us?
He's not filming. He's meant to take the long form content and digest it and
We could also
professionally cut it down to look good on the top.
we could also in moments where you're not necessarily editing, Jake's not got much to do. I know that doesn't happen that often. We can then create music for the vlogs. So
I
we
would
don't
love
have
to do that, but
Same.
the issue is the only person with the know how to do that until one of us learns is Raz, and we're still going to have, with the greatest of respect, but Raz has the bottleneck with that.
Well, if like,
Unless
I'm
someone
shit
wants to
I'm
learn.
shit at teaching myself, but if Raz can teach me some shit, so I know what to
I
do.
don't think
So
I think
the problem there is I don't have time to actually do it. Never mind teach someone how to do it, and also bear in mind
You're not that good at it.
bear in mind that the skills I have. I did a 3-year-long degree in it.
I think you could probably learn it quicker than that. But
Yeah.
you are very good at
Like
it.
there's a reason that it's a degree.
Yeah, but that
I
3-year
could
long
do
degree
it
took all
because it's
theory and
like-
everything.
That's literally what I did at college. It's just the fact it was so long ago since I last did it. I don't fucking remember.
See, I can do it as well.
I think it'd be like, forgive me for shutting down your profession here, but I think it'd be fairly simple to put something in, record it, then like just give it that little manipulation.
No, so
it's the proper job that Raz needs
Yeah,
to
that's
do, where
it.
it's like the full manipulation, like getting everything perfect.
Like I've literally sat and recorded a song into GarageBand
Yeah.
as
MB.
recent as no with a proper guitar like plugged in, and then it comes to the drums, and it's like, you know, I'm a drummer, and I just can't. If I had a drum kit mic'd up, I could have what I wanted in one take because it's simple stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, where the fuck do I begin?
Well, that's
And
why Raz sets it up and then it's there for life.
I just can't. No, but it's not that simple. It's like me setting up Photoshop And then,
or you setting up the podcast, and then it constantly requires support.
It requires.
That's because I'm not good with computers.
I've got in the next like.
You're also not good at audio
in the
engineering.
next like 4 or 5
Neither is he.
months. I've got like some personal goals I want to achieve.
Right.
In terms of like learning things.
Like what?
I'll tell you what they are if you like.
I've just asked.
One of them, I'm going to learn how to play the fucking keyboard.
Right.
I guarantee you, and I'm going to buy one.
Yeah.
Just a shitter with weighted keys, and I'm going to learn the basics of that.
Yeah.
I guarantee you I'm going to do that.
By
New Year.
By April.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to learn how to drive,
Yeah.
and I really want to learn how to do the music. I
Right.
really want to. And I haven't had much time, but I know that I'm going to sit down and just not understand it. And what I'm trying to do is, because when you used to do this thing when you're setting up like iPad with an old woman, and she's convinced herself she doesn't know how to use it.
Yeah.
She's convinced
I do
herself,
that.
I can't set this iPad up, even though it's telling me on the fucking screen, do your Touch ID, swipe up, choose English, where do you live? I can't do it. I can't.
Oh, that old chestnut.
And I'm trying to see if I'm in that headspace by accident with it, or if it's just truly something I don't have. But I'm going to really try, because that would be great. Because I want us to do some music stuff, because it's the one thing that, when we do it pretty well. I think we have good fun with it.
And
we
it
have
is
good fun
fucking
with
amazing
it.
Fun.
Some of it sounds shit, of course, but like it's just good fun. And I just wish we had more time, or more people, or another person that could do that. Even if I do like the easy 80% of it for us, and then just hand it off to you, and then it's 80% less that you have to do, and you just put the finishing touch on it, almost like a first pass edit. I would love to be able to do that, but we'll see. I also said 4 years ago that I would learn the keyboard as my New Year's resolution, and I didn't.
At least you didn't buy one and never learnt it.
I know. Well, do you know what?
Almost a year ago.
I will be.
The problem is, as well, with just generally speaking, audio engineering, there is like a system. Well, the problem is like, so technically, nothing that you do is wrong. If you want to put this thing before this thing, if it makes the noise that you want, then yes, sick, yeah, that's your creative freedom. But there is certain fucking rules, like any trained engineer would go, what are you doing that? It sounds like shit. It would sound much better if you did it this way, and it would sound much more conventional.
Why would they ask what you're doing that?
That's
Because they're an audio engineer, they're not a fucking linguist.
Well, that's why you have a producer, innit? And someone there to challenge what you're doing.
Yeah,
Like when
exactly
a band's
how
got the producer,
yeah.
they're almost there to tell Simon from Biffy Clyro, like,
Yeah,
we know you know what you're doing, mate, but try it this way instead.
I get that you're using 3 fucking metal zones, but is that the best way? Is that the best way to achieve the tone that you're wanting?
I remember
and
watching...
then he goes,
You're fired.
well, it's what I've always done.
Where's he from? Wales?
Bit of Geordie in there as well.
I've always done that.
See, watching those Broco videos where they showed making the album, like the producer was there and he was going, "That sounds like shit."
He does, and that's
Like-
a good producer.
Yeah.
A good producer.
Tells it how it is.
Yeah. And that's why we ended up with Saint Anger with Bob Rock.
Really?
Because he was so much of a pussy, because he was so desperate to join Metallica, right, that he didn't tell him, this sounds shit. You've seen it, haven't you? Of course, with the double door
the first
sound.
one, yeah.
So the producer, Bob Rock, was filling in as the bassist, and he was really hoping he'd get to stay on as the Metallica bassist.
Because they knew at the end, like, they're going to have to search for a
They're gonna
bassist.
need a
'cause
bassist,
the band's going to continue. They're going to need at least a touring member.
At least a touring
Well,
member.
he already knows it all, so...
Yeah,
he's right.
and you know what? I really do think that
like young Neil from,
he's to blame, because they should have had someone in there saying, James, get a fucking beer down your neck, you pussy.
Yeah. Take those fucking dungarees off.
I don't think they should have had someone saying that.
Reopen that slammed door. Kirk, take your hand off your head.
Imagine it, unslamming it with both hands.
Let me record that slam door. It kind of sounds pretty good.
That's how they got the
Sounds
snare.
sounds better than Lars' snare.
And put your fucking snare back on.
And Lars actually used the double pedal.
God.
Terrible.
I know.
And also,
What?
hey, on this album we're actually going to have no solos. Shut up.
Why?
Yeah.
Everyone's coming for the solos.
And they just go, oh, we're going to use drop C tuning as well for no reason.
So I was just playing guitar in my room, and I was just fucking around as we were waiting for this, and I just put it into drop C.
Yeah.
Well, not even drop C, because it was standard tuning.
What is
down
drop C?
2 steps. It's dropped C is like 2 full steps down of tuning. So it's like what? It's what Biffy used a lot, and it lets you access like lower notes.
It's a bit chuggy.
Yeah, well, it's the notes go deeper essentially.
Yeah.
There's anyone out there who is an audio engineer like, what is he on about? Basically, yeah, it lets you access notes that you couldn't access prior on the deeper end of the scale.
In a standard tuning.
Fair.
So anyway, yeah, I was just fucking around with that, playing dropped C, distortion on, Green Thumb by Post Malone, just to see like on the neck pickup.
Oh, okay.
And it sounded all right in a grungy kind of messy way.
You see, that's weird. Like this week, like I can't remember the name of the song now, but I've been like grumbling Post Malone songs. You know, like growling it like a bit, screaming.
There we go, eh? See, the band is here.
Yeah.
We should do some
Just
Post Malone covers where it's just heavier.
Hey, dear me.
Do you still like the Post Malone album?
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking brilliant.
There's some songs that I don't gel with.
I agree.
There are some songs that are like, this is great.
I'll tell you which
See,
ones.
I really liked Speedometer to start with, but it's really like, it's getting lesser in my estimations now.
Yeah.
I love Speedometer.
I think it's going to be one of those where I think live, it's just going to be brilliant. With the full band, it's going to be great.
Oh, yeah, the full band.
What, Speedometer?
Hold My Breath is shit.
Just all the
Which
stuff
one's-
from the new
which
song.
one's
the
that?
new
That's
album.
the Please don't leave, 'cause you're holding on to something special to me.
I quite like that.
Essential to me.
I like Texas Tea.
Texas Tea.
Texas Tea's excellent.
Great at that.
There's a good 3-song run there with Texas Tea.
Buyer Beware.
Enough is enough. Texas Tea and Buyer Beware, I'm sure. Unless you're thinking
What's-
Landmine.
Yeah, Landmine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Landmine is fucking brilliant.
It is good. The whole album's great, except that there's maybe 2 in there that I don't really like.
I still love Something Real. I think that's so fucking good.
Maybe one of my least favourites, you know.
Yeah, and
Really?
me. Yeah.
He did the Vivo Live session, if you've seen that. He's got 4 Vivo Live things where he's just doing them in his house, but like produced.
Yeah.
They're fucking class.
I'm gonna
You
watch
know,
them.
whenever
They're
I...
brilliant, man.
Turn it off.
It's not me.
Rob, it's you, Jans.
Sorry.
Don't want to get flagged.
How the fuck did that happen? I must have just pressed it.
There's certain tracks.
Press play.
Yeah,
There's
that's
certain
probably
tracks like Something Real, where it reminds me of you know Centuries by Fall Out Boy,
Nope.
and
Yeah.
that skyrocketed because of like the NFL. They would play it over like the intro, and then they tried to do that again with another track, and it just flopped. But you could tell that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
And
It's like a motivational song, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Like get your blood pumping.
and that's what I feel. Something
Lifting
real
the iron.
is
Getting something real.
like it's.
Lifting the old
Tigers.
Like-
players.
When I heard Something Real, like, I could imagine like the board with like the players on it, like in the NFL or whatever.
There
and I
was
like,
actually a
"Oh."
video where that was it. It was shortly after it released the album. Like there was something to do with NFL. It was a big game,
Yeah, there was one.
and it was like his face was actually shown in like when they did the lineup of the players and stuff when they were
Yeah.
running on.
Oh, cool.
Something like that.
Hey, since this podcast is going out in what?
It's going out on Wednesday, so a week from today.
Okay, so maybe what we can start doing is talking about like current things,
What, like
and we just have
Tea
a few
cakes.
like
Bro,
current.
just talked about current things. My face, mortgage rates.
Yeah, but I'm having a segue here into some of the current that we
We
can
didn't
talk
start
about. See what we
fire.
think
have you
about
ever
it.
ridden a Segway?
Yeah, I have actually, but I don't know where.
I've not, and I'd really like to. Like
I
one
have,
of those
but not in
off-road
a-
ones.
not in
Doesn't
a-
interest me at all.
Not in like a leisure
Hey,
setting.
it
was in
interests
like
me
a
less now.
controlled environment. Yeah, I bet.
I'd want to go like I see him at, well, I don't anymore, but I saw him at Go Ape when I went years ago, and like the big off-road ones with like the rugged
Oh
tires.
yeah.
I'd love to go on one of
I usually
those.
see a guy in it. You know, like the security at an airport. Like,
Yeah.
Paul Black Mall Cop.
yeah.
That is funny. But no, I think they're great. I'd love it. Anyway, that was my segue. Back to yours.
Yeah, just maybe the key with the podcast, if we don't have any topics, because I think that is the best way, not having a set topic, but
Yeah.
maybe just talk about something current.
What's going on in the week?
Because then it becomes like Mary Kellis weighs in on like that flood that's just killed loads of people. Like that'd be, it'd be nice to hear what she's got to say, or like but do you know what? Like it's something to talk about.
It's like, I reckon they should do less of that. Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what, guys? Less of that. Come on.
What, flooding?
Yeah, God, you bastard. Get a cock.
Why are you?
What are our thoughts on the recently announced new iPhone?
Oh, here we go.
And this could be a good way to do the podcast. We talk about something that's just happened.
Did you watch the Apple conference last night, Jake? I didn't hear you at all then. I'm just going to presume he said yeah.
He said, I did.
Yes, I did watch it last night.
Good. Right, that's all four of us watched it. We all know what we're on about.
Yeah.
So I'm half... I wouldn't say excited because I don't really get that excited over a new phone unless there's something groundbreaking about it. But
I agree.
I think it'll be cool. Like, I like the titanium. The action button is a really good feature. But everything
that
else...
was the highlight for me.
Yeah, everything else is just boring. Colours are boring. USB-C
Really
bores
is.
me.
What are they thinking with those colours, man?
I'm going to make my action button. I'm going to make a Siri shortcut so it plays Action by Don Broco.
That'd be annoying. The annoying thing is, like, obviously, Jake, you'll be thinking the same thing, and you as well, Dan. It's going to be the button for your camera, innit?
It
Yeah.
depends.
100%.
Like, do you reckon they're going to add in features where you can double click it and it'll
At
do
the
other
minute,
stuff?
it's confirmed no.
Oh, really?
They could obviously add that in a new
'Cause I
OS update, but as it stands, it's just
Something could double click in your pocket really easily.
Yeah, but that's something could single click.
then in your pocket, couldn't it?
But it's not a single click, it's like a press and hold.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, then it might not be the camera.
And,
Well,
and here's
the
the
thing
thing.
is, all it's going to do, because when my phone's in my pocket, I get it out, and you've got your camera button on your lock screen already,
Yeah.
and you're filming pretty instantly. So maybe it'll help in those. We always say, Jake, like, oh god, by the time you got your fucking camera out to film something, we've missed it. Maybe
and we
that'll
currently have that
save
issue at the minute, don't we? Where it doesn't start filming till after like a second or something like that, doesn't it?
What would be great is if you could set it to just instantly start recording a video. Like, not just open the camera, but immediately it just starts recording the video.
Do you think it'll be like just the one function where it's only when you're using your phone, you press it and it does whatever that function is? Or do you think like when you open an app, it'll give it another function? So when you've got your camera open, will it then become the shutter button for taking selfies so you don't have to use your phone?
Well, you can use your volume for that.
Yeah, true.
Oh yeah, good point.
But I think that would be a great idea. It's just whether Apple opens that up to developers, because, like, if you think about it, they've never used the silent switch for anything else, have they?
Yeah. But this is Apple, isn't it? Innovating could use a silent switch for all sorts now.
If they were innovating, they wouldn't get rid of the leather cases.
Oh, that is
But they got
annoying.
those-
Nah,
I'm woven ones, eh?
I'm going to get one of them. I'm going to get the fine woven.
yeah, of course.
I'm going all black.
Yeah.
First black phone since my iPhone 4.
Welcome to the club.
And I'm going to get that black case just because
You know
with
what?
a black phone, I'll be able to see all like the dust and particulate under the clear case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, like, the leather case was a bit shit.
It
Like,
looked great to start with.
Yeah, yeah.
But only
it
certain
looked
ones
lovely,
weathered nice.
But give it like 2 months and it's starting to look beat up to fuck.
Your brown one weathered nice,
The saddle brown weathered really well.
but the red one didn't.
Yeah.
We had the
Yeah,
red
the
ones,
red one was
didn't we?
terrible.
Anything
Yeah.
that's not a normal leather colour or black
Yeah.
doesn't really weather that well.
And it's maybe I'd see people who have had like red leather cases for like 2 years and they look all right, but I guess when you're wearing like black denim jeans every day of your life,
Yeah.
it's not for us.
And then if you're like Jake, where the black then leaks out onto your skin and then you go and use my toilet and the black comes off your skin and goes onto my toilet seat, it's definitely going to go on your phone as well.
I think
still wearing Levi's
Tim
now.
Cook did mention that.
Hey, it's interesting that MKBHD got like the quote in the.
It's great, yeah. I watched a vid from Snazzy Labs. If anyone watches Snazzy Labs,
Yeah.
a guy called Quinn Nelson, and he's like a bit more. MKBHD is like proper, like accessible tech stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas Quinn is a bit more nerdy and a bit more for the actual nerds.
Yeah,
People like Ben
he
who
does
actually know what's going
he
on.
does a great couple of videos on like apps.
Yeah,
for
he's
Mac.
brilliant.
Yeah.
But he was like, it's mad because like we weren't even getting invited to Apple events like 7 or 8 years ago, and now not only are all the YouTube reviewers getting sent product and getting flown out to the event, but they're literally getting quoted in the conference.
It's like they've just found out about influencer marketing.
Because they're very protective at Apple, as we know. Yeah.
I guess that was the thing though. So like influencers were seen as a way that like stuff would leak, and I'm looking at you there, Rob. But now they've sort of realised that.
I mean, Rob didn't leak it. Someone leaked it before him, and he just shared it.
What are we talking about specifically here?
Lineup.
Lee's lineup.
Oh yeah, that was bollocks, man. Fair play. I'm sorry, John, about tweeting that day. I have a lot of respect for you and the work that you do, but it was Ollie Sykes that leaked it, not me.
Oh, was it Ollie?
Well, he said it. It was what we're talking about here is the Leeds Fest lineup. Everyone was waiting for the lineup announcement. It was like 9 a.m. the next morning that it was going to be announced, and that evening before, Ollie said on a radio segment with NME, "Yeah, can't believe we're headlining alongside the Arctic Monkeys." So he confirmed like them and AM for headlining.
Yeah.
And then that was for Enemy Online, and Enemy Online put it up.
Yeah,
and then took it down.
They shouldn't have, because
was
Enemy
fault,
would have got it.
It was Enemy's fault, not Ollie Sykes's. But and then I tweeted it, got in the bath, my phone's blowing off the hook. Raz, John from Festival Republic. I was like, shit. Sorry about that, mate. And he was really nice about it. He was like, you know, we're one team, you and us. We don't want to be working against each other. Like, you'll be really happy with the rest of the lineup. Please just delete the tweet.
It was a good lineup, very good lineup.
And that was the one with Rage on it as well.
Yeah.
When are we gonna see Rage?
Next year.
Yeah.
Reckon?
Yeah. Maybe at Coachella.
Ooh.
What's wrong with Zach? What's his?
He's raged too hard. This is the same band that shut down American capitalism for a full 40 minutes in New York, and he's his foot. Raz is here with broken head, and he's doing a podcast.
Yeah, so he's not on stage raging.
And I've literally just...
He don't play the guitar, does Zach?
What does he play?
Just, singing's a stretch.
So
but
are you telling me he's never done an air guitar on stage?
we're ready round a family. Guess what? Didn't hurt my ankle once then, and I've got a bad ankle since Boomtown.
Yeah.
Oh, with a pocket full of shells.
Cheryl.
See? Easy. I'll do it for you.
I'm sure they'd love
Lackluster experience.
And while I'm at it, I'll do the guitar as well.
Now that Rage Against the Machine, fronted by Rob Kellis. We were going to let you headline, but we're now letting you open. Yeah,
I'll tell you what, mate.
Open the BBC introducing stage.
I would do a fucking class job of that. I would love to see that. If an AI was good enough to do that for us so we could watch it. That would be great. Like where Homer gets pelted with all them balls on that simulation. Like this is what it would look like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I always think about that. It's on the news. They're watching on the news and Homer's like, anyway. Fucking hell, what the hell are we talking about?
I don't remember that episode whatsoever.
Yeah, the phone looks pretty derivative as always. They haven't done...
You know, like I've got
Rob.
the 13 Pro Max and I've got no reason to upgrade.
Same, aside from just financial sensibility. Because while this is still worth eight to 900 quid,
yeah,
and I can get a new one for a good price, it don't make sense just letting this depreciate further.
Yeah,
when I can just pay 200 quid difference to get
through trading or like private selling.
So it's annoying, but
yeah,
it's
when
worth
we've got
it, though,
the 5 times optical zoom.
God, who's paying like who's
It's mad, isn't it?
Who's got
Who the
enough
fuck's
money?
buying this for like 800-900 quid? But I've gone on eBay and looked at the sold listings, and they are for unlocked gold 256 Pro Max.
So who's
used by
paying?
Post Malone and Simon Neil.
Maybe they are at the minute.
Who's
As soon as that phone's released.
No, I know the pattern now. It's my 5th cycle doing
who's
it, and
paying?
it still is
Who's got the money like 800-900 quid cash to drop
on a used
phone,
phone.
on a used phone, but won't just buy the latest one.
Maybe it's people who have like a principle against buying the latest thing. It's like people who won't buy a brand new car.
That is true. People do actually care
You're just
about
not
that.
going to get the best software
But
support.
also the good thing is because people are willing. Like if I want to, $750 and it's gone straight away.
Yeah.
And like you don't have to worry about haggling or
Yeah.
stuff like that. But if you leave it more than one cycle, then
it's
not worth doing anymore.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, they
annoying.
do depreciate like after 2 years really quick.
Like I was looking at a watch, so I've been chatting with Raz about the watch
Yeah.
because my battery life's been terrible. I don't know about yours, Vals, on your phone. Doing a lot of filming.
Yeah, it's terrible. Do you know what? I checked the other day, because remember the other week we were looking at what's the overall battery percentage on our phones?
Yes, the battery health.
Mine's gone all the way down to now 87, I think it is.
I'm going to check mine now.
That is terrible for a 1-year-old phone.
Bad, isn't it?
Yeah. But I think they do say that's within, standard lithium battery usage.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah,
It depends
no
on
doubt.
your cycles, of course, as well.
Where does it say the actual health?
It's in battery and battery health.
Yeah.
Battery health and charge.
That's what I'm on.
Mine's 87%.
96%.
Wow.
Go on
Mine-
then, if we're all comparing cocks.
Mine genuinely, like, it's always been really good. Like, I can film more than Val's on a weekend at a festival.
One clip more, innit?
Well, no, he did that.
Oh,
didn't he?
yeah, he did.
Cheeky boy.
91 I'm on, 91.
You know, when I was sat in A&E for a while.
There's a daddy long legs in here and it's scaring me.
Do you want me to usher it out?
Yeah! No, don't worry.
That were my jokes.
Very good. I mean, I said it, but if it was
Yep.
yours
Yeah.
as well, very, very
Thank you.
funny
Thank
for
you.
you as well.
When I was sat in A&E and I was watching like the Apple conference and just busying myself on my phone, the battery life really I was like, oh, it's actually not that terrible because I assumed that my battery was fucked, but no, it fucking lasted all day.
Mine is bad, and I'll tell you when it was really bad. Last weekend in Germany, when we were just at Lolla, and when we had the day where it must have been the Sunday, when we didn't go
Yeah, it
in
was.
for a while, and there was a lot of phone usage then. There was like an hour-long train.
Yeah.
And on the Apple website, it tells you, this iPhone has 23 hours of video watch time. And I know that's in a controlled environment, but
Minimum brightness.
is it minimum
literally
brightness,
is, yeah.
locally stored video with one volume?
Yeah.
It's a daddy. It's not going to
Mate,
hurt you.
it's fucking
Do you want me to get
massive. I don't want you to.
Well, what's
I'm
it
not
called?
asked. I'll get it.
Can we close the window as well so
Yeah.
so its mate don't come in?
How are they getting
Just
up here?
shove it out. Just shove it out the window. You see it there?
How is it getting up here? So it's like flown.
If you fuck about with that, I'm leaving the podcast. Look at the size of that fucker.
What's
Just
your problem?
shoo him out the window.
What
do you mean? What's my problem?
is your problem with them? Oh, shit! There's another
That's not one. That's just a little thing.
a second daddy long legs. Shut
Do you know
up.
when it's the middle of the night? when it's the middle of the night, we shouldn't have the window open and a big halogen on. Has that gone, Dan? Thank
God,
you.
look at all
mate.
the flies and
Thank
shit
you
up
for
there
not
now.
fucking about there
That's
as well.
horrible up there.
I know you don't like it.
Yeah, that is bad, isn't it? Up there, it gets bad in my. I mean, this just in insects and stuff are attracted to light.
Brick lights.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my battery's been shit. So I was thinking about getting the watch because you can get the watch depreciates so much. You can get the watch from 2 years ago for 170 quid,
Is that it?
Yeah.
which is still essentially the same watch that you can get today.
What about AirPods? Because I need some of those.
The thing with AirPods is they just don't depreciate at all
fuck's sake.
because they're so consistently the same and everyone needs them.
And I couldn't imagine buying them used.
Yeah. Well, you just
Yeah.
change the earplugs.
Do you know what? I wouldn't care.
Really?
If I could get, if
Oh,
I
it's
could
a
get,
bit
like, if
freaky
I
that.
lost these and I could get like a pair because these retail at $250.
It's Apple, not Pear.
God damn! And I could get an Apple AirPods set for like $160 used. I'd buy them used and just disinfect them.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'm good at. I'd be able to. I'd want to proper.
And
get
like
in
you
there.
say, you can just swap the tips.
Yeah.
So
And
like,
then it's fine.
No,
like-
it goes inside like the earwax and.
well, it can't get
Yeah,
inside.
yeah, but
the
all you do is
actual
you.
unit.
Yeah, you disinfect the little grate on it. And
You
that's
need
it.
to be thinking more like this with your mortgage going up. You need to be more savvy about these things.
Yeah, you'll soon end up like me. Be careful. You probably won't.
Too busy balling,
Boring.
What, crying your eyes out?
dribbling
Yeah,
across.
balling. You're going to be just like Danny.
All right.
I see where you were going with that.
It works.
We've ran it through the algorithm. And
I'm trying to figure out if it means something to do with testicles or crying.
I think it means like ball.
You see what I
What?
mean? So there's two. There's
Do you know
Ball
what?
the place.
There's three things there that could work. So
Well,
But it's not
vasectomy
obvious.
as well. For like, I don't know
it's
which
a
one.
DIY joke.
Well, which one were you using?
Oh,
though?
brilliant!
It's not DIY. Which one were you using?
I was. No, don't
I
worry
expect
about it.
high-end jokes from my brothers.
It's one of those.
And what I've got
ones
is an
where you can
IKEA
rewatch
sofa
this
that I
and,
have to
like,
build
different
myself from
moments
Valley.
Can you believe?
Who's
it's-
getting a sofa you have to
It's
build?
22 years since September the 11th the other day.
That is
Yeah, you know,
mad,
what? I
innit?
watched the 9/11 documentary
Did
last
you?
night. Yeah.
So I used to do that every year on September the 11th. And I think I've just seen so many of them now.
Yeah.
And I'm always on the side of whichever one I've watched most recently. I'm a real easily influenced person in that regard.
Yeah.
It was definitely an inside job. It definitely wasn't. Like whatever one I've just watched, that's what camp I'm in.
Tower 7, though.
I know, mate.
That's
but
how-
you've got
that's
a
how
lot
you
of
know it's an inside job.
explanations. I think, I mean, I do think there was something going on.
Oh, yeah.
The documentary that came out the other year where it followed like
Oh, inside the
The-
president's thing, it was
I
called.
think
or
so
something.
where they were
With the
like talking about
photographer.
how like all the process like when they're on the plane and shit like that.
Yeah,
was
and
brilliant, that
it's
one.
all the president's photographers.
Yeah, that's
and it's
it,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole day. Have you seen that?
No?
Oh, it's absolutely incredible. Have you
Brilliant.
seen that?
No.
It was a BBC and Apple
Yeah.
TV thing that
Collab.
they did together, and it's called Inside the President's War Room or something, and it's like 90 minutes,
I think I've heard of that.
and it's got everyone in for like bits to camera, like George W. Bush, Condoleezza Rice, the rest of them. And it's them like narrating just basically like a photo slideshow from the second he gets told in the school about, listen, Georgie boy,
Yeah.
someone's
Put that book
fucked up. Get that book down now. To like the end of that day, and the whole thing is just archived in like super high res,
Wow.
raw photography.
It's great.
Oh boys, it's brilliant.
I started watching Spy Ops, which has just come out on Netflix.
It's not like Spy Kids.
No, it's about Americans and like how 9/11 it
listening.
started, like the war in Afghan, and then going into like finding Osama bin Laden and all
Oh,
this
it's
stuff.
fascinating, isn't it? The
Yeah.
thing about
it's quite good actually. I'd recommend it if you've got Netflix.
is it documentary?
Yeah.
The thing about finding him is the bit that's exciting for me, because the war is like, I don't know enough about it. A lot of people say it shouldn't have happened. I'm sure that no war really should happen.
But from that Spy Ops thing, they said that obviously Taliban took over most of Afghan, and then it was one little northern sector that was holding back, and like a load of, I don't know what the term is, but a load of people had allied together to fight back and hold the line, and they were doing that, and then like 9/11 happened, and then America came along and was like, do you need some help? And they were like, oh please, yeah. And they were
Oh,
just
that's
desperate for
interesting.
the help to kick the Taliban back down.
I saw a video recently that told me about that leaked document from the UK government that where, and like after the old planes hit the old buildings, one of the US senators was like logged saying on a memo like, we need to bomb something.
Yeah.
And that's how like the whole Iraq war started, and it's like that's mad. Like how many years was that? Like just them just getting absolutely fucked.
Iraq
Any,
is
any,
like-
anyway, there's no way this video is getting monetized.
No, I think it will.
Maybe.
Yeah,
We're informing.
Yeah, true.
It's educational.
yeah, true.
But isn't it weird how like places like Iraq are so synonymous with like those events? I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but you think Iraq. My point here is, I've got a friend, right? And she's like the loveliest woman that I've probably ever met in my life. And she went on holiday. I hadn't seen her for a few weeks. I was like, where have you been? And she's like, I've been to Iraq. And she's showing me these photos, and it looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah,
They are
And
gorgeous
it's like
places.
how I mean, my own ignorance, but also like all I've been shown about Iraq is just on BBC
War.
News.
Yeah.
But look at the Top Gear where they went into Afghan and like they're in
Yeah.
the mountains. It's a
It is
stunning place.
Absolutely mad.
yeah.
And it's a shame that like
And
it's so synonymous for
But I'll
us.
tell you what, she won't be able to go to America now.
Is that right?
Really?
I don't know, but it asks you on your Esther. It's like, have you been to any of these places in the past?
Right.
In the past, like,
But I
10
think that
years?
just means they'll do a bit more investigation into it. I don't think that means they'll fully block you for.
Yeah, sure.
I'd be very anxious.
Because there's
like,
people
turning up to
who live
border.
there who are from Iraq.
The the stuff where they're finding Bin Laden is great.
Yeah.
Like that's the bit I can really
Well, if you manage to get hold of a Netflix,
understand.
have a watch of that. I think you'd enjoy it.
Is it just one thing?
It's a mini series. So there's a
We've
few.
got the long flight coming up, haven't we? But
Yeah.
I've got so much shit to watch on that flight.
I
man.
Trap Law.
need something new to watch.
Trap
so,
Law.
like,
Ross just
I
dropped
need,
a 6-hour-long video today, man.
I need a new series to watch.
I've just watched the One Piece, which is an anime, so none of you lot will have watched it. And I didn't really watch the anime. Didn't massively care for it. It was a bit too young for me. Like aimed towards a younger viewership. But they've done a live action, and normally live actions
I've heard
of
it's pretty
animes are just absolute dog shit. But this one's like as a standalone piece. Like if you've never watched One Piece, never cared for it or all like that, it's really good. Like it's a good bit of content.
Things. It's just so like, someone has to recommend something I know I'll already like 10 times before I even think about watching it. That's so far out of left field for me.
Oh, definitely.
I've got to watch Futurama. I've got
Ahsoka.
Nah, it's not for me.
Ahsoka's great, man.
I watched today's episode. Be quiet, you.
I'll
his
stay
father.
quiet, but it's very good. It's
It's his father.
Ever since you've said it, Dan, I really feel as though I could go for a standalone piece.
What?
Ever since you said it,
It pricked my ears up that as well.
yeah, and now
But I don't know why.
I really need a piss now.
Oh, right. That's what you mean.
Yeah,
I didn't have a clue what you're on about then.
I'm just being hilarious to myself.
Great.
Yeah, I'm trying to like make notes of things to watch on the flight, but because we're flying to America and it's like 20 hours total commuting it
Is
there
it?
and back.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's not how long the flight is.
it's
Oh,
around
there
there.
and back.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
It's 11 hours each way.
So that's like all the
It's a
new
short flight to me.
Futurama,
Yeah,
the new Trap Law Ross. I want to play Telltale's The Walking Dead, but I don't know what system to play it on.
All the new Futurama's not out. There's only like
I know.
8 episodes.
But there'll be like 12 by the time we fly.
Yeah.
the new one. I need to watch that
I
one.
think there's
don't
16 in total.
Have you watched any?
I've been watching them
And then
as they come out.
They're good, aren't they? I've heard
Yeah,
they're
they're just as good as Futurama always has been.
Excellent.
I don't think there's all that is amazing about them. But they're
the
just as good
first
as
one was
Futurama.
particularly good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was like a standout, but I'm not sure if that's like the it's back kind of thing.
Well, they've done that 3 times now, haven't they? Where it's all like self-aware. I can imagine exactly what it's like because
Yeah.
That's what they say. Is like every show needs to be cancelled like once in its lifetime.
I mean, Family Guy got cancelled after
Yeah, it
season
did.
3.
Did it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it sold so well on VHS and DVD that they brought it back, and then all the like heyday moments are post cancellation, like all the big Family Guy like bits.
You know, Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on one of those planes.
He
It
was.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
He was.
I bet
indeed.
he fucking thinks every year, like, you know what? I don't mind being late for anything.
Yeah.
Wasn't Michael Jackson meant to have a meeting there or something like that?
There was some.
In one of those
There's some
towers.
Michael Jackson related about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
Hey, I want to say something. I've never seen Futurama.
really?
God, you're
Yeah,
so
never seen
dumb.
That
It's
surprises
the
me.
most adult, and in my opinion, it's the best cartoon or animation or whatever that is.
Adult animation. It's classed.
It is the absolute best. It's got the most narrative, the most emotion, the most thought and
Yeah.
care put into it.
Yeah, it's like others like Family Guy and American Dad. They're a bit slapstick, a bit just like
Which is
dumb.
great, yeah, which is great. You know, there's definitely time for that. But
Yeah.
like Futurama is
I-
like you proper care about the characters in it.
I knew it was great, and I had it confirmed that it was great when Rach was like literally fucking sobbing at like some of the episodes. And
Who's
I
sobbing?
was like, shut up.
Call me sobbing.
Maybe I might give it a go then.
Honestly, mate, it's fucking class.
And I was
it's
like,
so clever.
I was like,
so
oh,
funny.
it's not just like a boy thing. It's like this is truly universal. It's got like some hooks in there. It's brilliant.
It is.
My issue is I just hate watching series.
Your issue
the
is
fuck do you
There's a
mean?
lad
your
who's
issue
watching
is
every single Star Wars
I'm
series.
going to watch another
Fucking
Star Wars. I'm
hairy.
going to watch Lord of the Rings
Or
for the
watching
7th time.
Friends so we can then
I
send
don't
a
like
text
Lord of the
about
Rings.
it.
Just just berated.
Hate
by
watching
noise.
series. Literally sat on the fucking bus watching Friends.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. He was on the fucking flight watching Friends.
You know what's worse? He fucking watches shit on TikTok and he'll watch the series in parts, like part 29 of 380.
Vertically. Like what the?
You got to
Can't-
choose your
can't
life.
pay we take
You
away.
need to choose what kind of life you want to live, Varley. You can't be like dressing like fucking Bon Jovi, swaggering around thinking you're all this, watching Friends on your phone. You can't do that. You need to get yourself a pack of cigarettes, mate. You need to get a pack of cigarettes, or you need to shave your hair off.
There we go. There we go, baby.
So
Oh,
I've got
lucky save.
I've got that pack of Marlboros on the sofa from Thingy, and Chock's going to enjoy them when he gets gifted them tomorrow
I've still got those
Oh.
Black Devils that we got ages ago that
Oh,
have probably
yeah.
gone out of date by now.
from Shep, my mate Shep. Cheers, Shep.
Thanks, Shep. If
Oh,
you
I
watch
haven't
this.
seen him in ages.
New Year's,
Not
wasn't it?
him, different Shep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different Shep.
I'd say, did he come to New Year's party?
I don't think he did actually.
No.
He'll have been invited.
Bah.
I've enjoyed this chat. I don't know if we've got more things to say. I could keep saying things.
Yeah, I'm happy to keep going. I don't know what to do.
Well, he needs to piss is all.
Oh, well.
And you know,
Well, I went off to chase a daddy long legs. I'm sure he can go for a piss.
I ain't had my tea. I could really.
It's not
do-
tea when
Yeah.
it's 10 p.m.
I know it's supper now.
Well, do you know what? Let's call it there then. But
Yeah.
if that's right with you, Dan.
Yeah, that's fine. Raz can go home and have supper with sobbing.
Here's something that I was thinking about doing.
All right. Okay.
A TikTok, yeah.
No, that's Chocky's can't do it.
I know.
That's Chucky's job.
I know, but
Stay in your lane, boy.
I'm going to talk to him about the TikToks actually this weekend. So a little...
gonna give him a dressing down.
Not at all. I've just been so removed from the TikTok, and I checked today, and they've been going up. But I feel like we need to all have at least a little bit of input in everything. Do you know what I mean? So it's just I just want to see where he's at with it.
Hey,
what we're
I
up to.
I did my thing. I did a TikTok.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
So I was gonna do a TikTok where it's like,
God.
where it's
on,
like,
fucking-
it's so dumb. It's so
How
dumb.
old are you?
It's so dumb. Where it's like outfits I'm gonna wear to the busted gig.
Oh, like a proper TikTok.
Yeah, but
yeah.
it's like white t-shirt, plain white t-shirt, plain black t-shirt, and that's it.
Black Levi's.
And that's it. And
That would be quite fun.
yeah, so let me know if you want to see that.
See, this is the kind of shit. If we had his office, we could fucking throw these ideas about dead easy.
Yeah, but I already did that. I already had the idea.
Yeah.
Without
Outfits that-
$2,000 a month.
Outfits I'm gonna wear this summer.
Black t-shirt again.
Some shorts.
It'd be great because we could be like black t-shirt because it's like stood there in a white t-shirt and then you like put your hand up to the camera and it comes back and it's just the black t-shirt and then you do it again and then it's like it's the same black t-shirt from the first one.
I got a pack of
Different
5.
trousers.
Giving referral link to like H&M.
Uniqlo, come on.
Just to Amazon to
Hey, can we
Fruit
before we leave? Can I tell them? Jake, are you all right? Sorry, when you're remoting in, it's hard to get in on the conversation. I just want to give you some space if you've got anything to say.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we end, then I'll tell you all about my Levi's thing.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't do that. Then you'll.
Yeah, that's
then
admitting.
you'll
No, because I haven't done anything wrong. I'm only going to tell them half the story.
Right. Okay.
Oh. Now it seems so much worse.
I wear Levi's products on my legs, 511s, I think, and they always get holes right in the same spot.
It used to be 510s,
I think it might even still be 510s. I don't know what the fuck they are. The black jeans.
but you did order 511s this time.
Did I?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So anyway,
Why can I remember that, but not my dad's fucking birthday?
some things are important. So listen to this. This is a great story of brilliant customer service. So all my Levi's have got holes in the crotch. You might have seen them on my Instagram.
But the holes.
Yeah, because I've put on my Instagram, why is this happening?
Oh.
Like these jeans they're not super expensive, but they're like
Man got jeans
they're
like a secondary school
they're like
fucking story.
95 quid jeans. Man's got what?
Jeans like a secondary school story.
What do you mean?
Holes. The book.
Oh, my God.
So I've never read it or seen it.
Have you not seen it?
So,
What a great
so
film.
listen.
One of Shia LaBeouf's finest.
Stanley yelled at over there.
So they are full of holes. I got 4 pairs, the same jeans, full of holes in the crotch.
You've said that.
But also, I've worn them into the ground. These things, they must be flammable at this point. And
How?
anyway,
I mean, they were flammable anyway. Denim's not fireproof.
Flammable though, is it? Contacted Levi's customer service. I said, "Hey up, I'm a big customer of yours. I've got loads of jackets." I did say that, not in those words. I was like, "Long-term customer here, big fan of the blah, blah, blah. What's going on with my jeans, please?" So they're like, "Send us a picture of the jeans." So I get the jeans out, take the picture, 4 pairs of jeans, 4 holes. They're like, "Send us a full picture of the jeans, Rob, not just the holes." So send them a full picture of the jeans. It's essentially the same picture 4 times, but I did swap the jeans in each one. So like, send us a proof of purchase. So I could only find proof of purchase for 2 pairs of jeans. I bought them on ASOS, but they are Levi's product. So wait a few days, and then they say, "Do you want 220 quid voucher to buy some more if you want?" I've already bought some more.
Yep.
So I was like, "Yep."
I thought the initial offer was you can have 1 times 110.
Yeah, it was, but then I was like, "Well, there's 2 pairs of jeans here. I've got proof purchase for." So they're like, "Well, I have 210s, which is 220." So I was like, "Yes, thank you very much." So then I've gone on Levi's and I've bought a load of shit that I just don't need for 220 quid for free, essentially, for a dress up that we're gonna do in April. And I just thought that's just brilliant service. Because there's not many companies that would do that, especially when I bought them from ASOS. You know, it's very easy to just speak to ASOS. But I really rate that.
Yeah, that is good. Good customer service.
And that deserves some recognition. And I'll tell you who I'm going to be dressed like. That Indian at Lollapalooza. That Indian lad. We saw
He looked so smart.
Oh, man.
So you're not going to be dressed out like him then?
And
Do you know,
I
I
think he
saw-
looks smart.
He was a smartest looking lad.
You can
I've
put
ever
on a
seen.
suit and make
Which
it look
guy?
that smart.
The Indian lad watching.
Assuming he's Indian there.
He was Indian. The Indian lad.
Did you ask?
Watching High Vis. He looked like $1 million.
Rupees.
Oh, I do not remember this at all.
And he had the Lollapalooza India thing. That was why we were saying it.
Oh, I think I was asleep at this point.
Oh yeah, you were. You were laid on the floor getting cigarette butts put in your cheap jean pocket.
Very nice.
Anyway, thanks, Levi. Some great customer service.
Jake woke up that Monday morning and just went, "How's that got in there?" And I just went,
That's a good man. That's a loyal friend right there.
Has anybody else had any recent purchases that they're excited about?
No.
Why did you have to look around?
Just see if I've actually bought anything. I don't think so.
I haven't bought anything for myself in ages, you know.
I bought myself some this month, and you probably won't know what they are. Jake might, but I'm dead excited about them because it's something I've gone out of my comfort zone with, and I still think they look sick though. But they're called New
Someone's
Rocks.
messaged Macy again.
Not all. They're called New Rocks M106 S1s.
I don't know what they are.
The big golf boots.
Oh.
But no, have a Google. Like, whip your phones out, Jake UCAT, because you're on that.
Hey, let him.
Well,
have it.
what's
Let
it
him
what's it
have
But I
called?
think they
You
look
know,
sick.
I look forward to the day that you wear them.
It will be
What are they
in a
called?
couple of weeks' time when we go to America.
Okay.
New Rock M106 S1.
They'll be good for the temperature.
The red hot desert.
Yeah.
Well, they'll only come out at night. It's in an effort to like separate my night out look from my day look, because at the minute they're the exact fucking same, and they have been for years. Like, I just wear the same shit. The same trainers will be worn in the day as on the night out.
I'll show you both my looks for the day and night look in the form of a TikTok later.
Yeah, good idea.
Well, they got to take like 2 weeks to arrive.
My
anyway,
day
so-
look: black t-shirt, black jeans. Night look: black t-shirt, black jeans.
I'm not getting changed.
I might do the one where you start in your underwear.
Just.
Do you know what?
That's what they do, though.
Yeah.
That's what these TikTok girls do. They start frame like the first few frames on the underwear, but
'Cause that
if you
draws you
hold
in.
down, you can see the frame and look at it for longer. I've heard.
But
Look, I can't control what the internet puts on my radar.
Allegedly.
No, apparently you can hold it down on the first frame, screenshot it, put it into Photoshop, use a new generative AI fill to put some put some big melons on there. Anyway, it's about time.
Why,
I
are you
stop
making a fruit
talking.
salad?
Do you know what? I don't know if anyone's used. I mean, obviously you two haven't. I know Jake has. Generative fill on Photoshop. It's a new feature where you can highlight any kind of area on your canvas and type in what you want it to do in English.
Make nose smaller.
And it will do that. But I've been obviously, first thing I did, not even to like.
That's gonna be his action button on iPhone.
Do you know what? When we've done this podcast, I will try that, and I'll send
You don't have an action button
on generative fill. First thing I tried, obviously, just out of curiosity, like big tits don't work. Tried it with like. What was I trying to do? I was trying to put some fishnets on a photo of one of our mums. It wasn't mine.
That's very weird.
Just to send it to the chat.
Can I guess the picture? Was it just a pair of legs?
And it really doesn't let you have too much fun, but it's a useful tool for sure because it helped Jake draw a ping pong ball falling out of the sky.
Couldn't he just put a circle? Like, just a filled circle.
Maybe. Anyway.
Who's Phil?
Oh, it's 10 o'clock, so it's time for my bath.
It's 5
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, Jake's doing
I'm
something.
going to do it.
What are you doing?
Oh, he's wearing glasses, man. That's annoying.
Oh, he's
Why are you
doing
wearing
the nose
glasses?
thing.
Oh, right.
He's doing what?
He's going to try and make someone's nose smaller.
Oh, okay.
No one in particular, but...
Hurry up, because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
really hungry, and I've had a Greg's pizza all day.
And he needs a wee-wee.
I was really hungry yesterday, and it got to like 11:30. I was like, oh, can I order something? I was like looking, and I added like 5 sets of jalapeno poppers from Rogers to my thing. It's like 22 quid.
Nice.
I was like, oh, I can't justify that. So I'll back out, put my phone down, pick it up again. 5 more into, and I just went back and forth. I ended up just chewing on a toothpick, but it didn't work. And I just
Oh, see, that's pretty
Wow.
good, you know.
Filling.
Well, I say it's good.
Oh, has he actually done it?
It's not. I can't. Yes and no. Right. I don't know if you can see it, but it has like changed the nose a bit. I don't know if you can see. Right.
just send that to the chat.
Still big.
Nice glasses though.
It's.
Have you seen Rob Damiani's got some of them now?
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Must have seen you wearing it.
Well, the annoying thing is he definitely got his for free.
Oh, yeah, 100%. He's not paying for the stuff.
When we were at Download, loads of like influencers had them on. Not even influencers, like band people, like rock and roll people. I mean, I only bought them because I saw Ben had them, and they just looked so cool. So obviously their marketing thing is working. But like I saw like loads of people like with them on, and then I realized they're just the employees of the company.
Oh, really?
Because they had the Great Frog rings and necklaces and tote bags, and I was like, oh, I should have just gone over and said, "Hi guys, can I have some glasses, please?" I've already spent a lot on this one pair, so
Were they not the ones from that?
Do you do a buy one get one free, perhaps, on these?
Are they not the ones from that company where it's like the knockoffs, but they're really good?
Oh, I wish it was, mate.
Because they're still quite expensive, then.
If they did them, then I'd have them.
You're rad.
God, I love those glasses so much, man.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, they just don't suit me. Right, we'll cancel it there. Stop it there.
Cancel
Sorry, not cancel it. Fucking hell.
Right, delete the podcast.
Yeah, get rid of it. No, I've enjoyed this one. Shall we come up with a title?
That was so much better than talking about Lollapalooza, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't that just a good chat?
Yeah.
And all we need to do is just get people in. Just get people through the door. Don't even give them a chance to think. Sit them down.
Well, that's the hard part, though.
Get them going. Yo, what up? It's the Rob Kellis Variety Hour. This week, I've got Chucky. Chucky, tell us how your week's been. You know, it doesn't writes itself, and I'll leave you with that.
Right. Thank you,
Anyway,
boys, for joining us.
Just before we go,
No,
I'll do it one more
sake.
time.
Jake's already been on TikTok. I've heard him. I've heard his phone go off. What?
How is FaceTiming us?
I wanted to give someone a yellow afro, and look, it works.
Why has it changed my face?
Because you're really happy about it.
It is good, is generative fill.
It is, but it's changing the actual... Like, that's a different person each time.
I did one with Lara,
don't be rude.
I was like,
He is good, generative Phil.
it put guitar in her hand, and it looked pretty good. Anyway, see you in a bit.
Yeah, right. Thank you for joining us. Thanks,
guys.
Food. Love you
Bye-bye.
all.
I'm gonna hobble out of
Bye.
here.
Bye.